Holy shit. $201? Oh my god. Wait, that's my biggest month ever. Wait, so I'm having my biggest month ever on this channel. Oh my god. That's insane. Wow. And also, by the way, I do think that Twitch viewership has gone down. It's gone down for everybody. And do you want to know one of the reasons why? It's because nothing's happening. Nothing's happening, and I think that's a good thing. It's a relax, and hopefully Twitch is cracking down on viewbotting too. It is, and I think this is good as well. They should be doing that. I have never, ever based my existence or my popularity on Twitch. Never. Because the website's completely borked. I mean, Hassan yesterday had like 200,000 viewers, okay? Like, I guess Stavros has a lot of clout. He's really just that guy. And so, you know, brings him on, goes all the way up to 200K viewers, for sure, man, right? I mean, like, what are we doing here? So, am I really gonna base it off of that? Why would I do that? And is this month also when he had forced, what is this year, forced vacation? Pull up Stavros data? I mean, I think he's a funny guy. He's just a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Like, look up the definition, look up what is due process, how is using the Insurrection Act, like, do you really want people driving around doing donuts with a massive fire circle with machine guns? No, you don't want that. You might say, oh yeah, I think it's cool, except for whenever they're outside your house at 4 a.m. and you're trying to sleep. Then you're gonna want the police to be there. So that's it. Watch jump from 230k to 30k. No, well, Hassan stressed me out yesterday. He did. I was getting back. I was like, I got back home and I was like doing some other stuff. I got my lawn mowed. I did some yard work. I got my car washed. I fed the birds. You know, I did a bunch of like little fucking stupid things, right, yesterday. Because I was like, well, I have the day off already, so I might as well just, you know, do a few other, you know, daily quests or weekly quests, right? And so then I open up Twitch and I see Hassan has like 200,000 views. I was like, oh my God, did they shoot him, right? Did they shoot Trump or something like this? I'm like, did I really miss another global event, right? Because like the last time that happened, I remember, like, I remember very clearly January 6th happened, and Hassan, I went to bed after, like, I think my stream ended early that day for some reason. I woke up, I saw Hassan had like 150,000 viewers, and I was like, I felt so stupid because I missed out on all of it, right? And so anytime that I see Hassan have a lot of viewers, I panic. And it's not because I'm worried that he's going to have more viewers than me. It's that I'm worried that I missed something really important and he was live and I didn't know about it, right? And so now I'm missing out on big news. So he actually stressed me out yesterday because he had so many viewers. I was like, well, what the fuck is this? Like, did I miss something? No, it turns out he's just getting view-bot. Yeah, she's getting view-botted, right? And so this is the thing, right? And again, he didn't do that. I'm not blaming it on him. It's just what happened.
Think of how soon this...
And, but he bots 100k viewers. Well, good for
Donald
That's
Trump.
so pathetic. Yeah. And
constantly. So I opened Twitch. I was using the Insurrection Act. He doesn't know this, right? To like, all right. Well, yeah, I like Neon, but he is a view-botter, right? He's at least getting view-botted. I think we know that. TikTok's by far the most botted social platform. Yeah, definitely. Alex Jones highlighted you as a glaze yesterday. No, I didn't know that, actually. I actually, somebody messaged me. I actually need to reply to them that was involved with that yesterday. I probably should have messaged him back. I met the guy randomly, like just out of nowhere, and really nice guy. I might be on their show soon, so we'll see what happens. And found you on YouTube. Want to see what you wanted to see you uncensored? Well, then stay on YouTube, right? You probably have more fans in Cuba than Hassan does. I mean, maybe, yeah.
Of Donald
that's
Trump.
so pathetic. Yeah, and they're all like racist Europeans.
Although that is true, I will say I bumped into some people in Greece.
They're all racist Europeans. In his friend. Here it is. He hasn't even gotten and deeply progressive woke. This quiz isn't about right or wrong. It's socially punished for using. I completely agree. Things like I support communism, things like everybody is, you know, big fucking secret. Oh. Duh. Okay, yeah, obviously I don't. So made up or no, I don't agree that you can just make up genders. Completely agree. It's good when companies publicly support progressive causes. Completely disagree. Gender should be abolished. Who the fuck? Oh, I disagree. We shouldn't expose children to gay or transgender people until they're older. I'm very neutral on this because exposing them to those people is like, that's such a broad term that I don't really think that I would agree or disagree. You'd have to be more specific about this. Like, I think that I know what they're asking and the answer would be yes. I don't think we should do that. But, you know, based off the way the question is written, it's hard for me to say. Like, it's vague. Yeah, it's very vague. Like, for example, I think a gay person can be exposed to kids and things are fine, right? I don't think this is like a bad thing. Or a transgender person. I don't view this as like fundamentally bad. But I think that whenever you're exposing the ideology, then that's different, right? So I don't know. I'm just going to be neutral on this one, okay? I'm fine with police and government forces using violence against unarmed civilians. I'm fine with police and government forces using violence against unarmed civilians. Shut alert. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. If you're unarmed, it doesn't mean that you're non-violent. That's so vague. Well, okay, so if unarmed, so are there instances where a person is unarmed and I think that the police and government should use violence against them? Yes, and also, by the way, everybody agrees with this because the government uses violence to exact taxes. So this is actually, this is a silly question, and everybody actually agrees with this. What they're really talking about are like police doing it. So what about unlegged? It depends on what they have instead of legs, right? Monks are unarmed? Yeah, exactly. Like they could be like, you know, fist of like 1,000 fist punch, right? You don't want to let them do that. So they're dangerous when they attack in a group. Yeah, you don't want to let them swarm you. The death penalty should exist for certain crimes. Well, it should exist for a lot of crimes. But yeah, certain is good enough. Agree? I like offending people and I intentionally say provocative things. Oh, I would never do that. I am publicly out as LGBT. I think I'm gonna disagree with this one. I think I'm gonna disagree. I've dressed up like a girl before. I've worn makeup before. I'd do it again. But doesn't make you gay. Doesn't make you gay. Literally a trap? What? Yeah, I have. It was on stream. I mean, it's not like you guys didn't know about this, right? It's not a big fucking secret. So yeah, you dropped your gay card? No, I didn't. Maybe a femboy? I don't know. I think I'm 35. Okay, I can't be a femboy anymore. All right, I like you when you're 35, you're like 10 years into twink death at that point, right? Or like 5 years, depending. And so no, definitely not. And you aren't that gay. No, I'm not. I don't have a problem with it, but yeah, I'm not that gay. And let's move on. I support reparations for slavery and or colonialism. See, this is the kind of stuff that like I really wish that I could like write in my own answer. Yes, I support reparations for colonialism. They should pay us for improving their way of life and for making their country better. They should pay that we should be getting like a tithe tax, right? Like, how they had the jizya, like, back in the Ottoman Empire, right? Like, they had that. Like, I mean, like, so I actually, like, yes, I do support reparations, but not in the way you think I do, okay? Not in what the jizya... No, you didn't know this. No, this is... Look. Jizya is a poll tax on non-Muslim adult males and Christians protected people in the Ottoman Empire. This is Islamic tradition. Who paid it? Free adult? Yeah, see, this is it. I told you, like, I didn't just make this shit up, bro. Like, I ain't make this shit up. People are mocking the name. Jizya? Okay, all right. And anyway, who fucking cares? I'm just telling you, right? I'm telling you how it is. Still a thing today? Maybe. I have no idea. And so, I support reparations? No, I don't. I support doing land acknowledgements? Absolutely not. People should be treated equally regardless of race, gender, or creed. Completely agree. Okay. So, am I chud or am I woke? And I told y'all this was fast. So, I act chud and so basically I am. Like, wow. I'm the exact same. Like, yeah, that's what I would say. And literally one up from me. Yeah, we got the same exact result. Is that it? Yeah, I mean, this is really, I feel like that's kind of fair. Number go up. You're kind of low on the axe chud. It's because I don't openly hate gay people. Like, I think that's the reason why. I don't really hate gay people or black people, right? I mean, I hate some gay people, I hate some black people, I hate some white people. So I hate some straight people. I don't hate them because of that. I just hate them because they're fucking annoying. Yeah, I don't openly, well, I mean, okay, well, yeah, I don't generally do that. Why would I do that? And I privately hate them? That's not what I meant. Okay, guys? I did not mean that. I did not mean that. And you act chud, the new pronouns? I don't think so. So this is my test results. Origination of the concept, get the full story. I don't want to see any of that. Chud rating test. Oh my god. Hogwarts house test. These are kind of funny. And you see Richard Reese being another DLC. I did see that. Probably the abortion answer. Yeah, I think you should be able to get abortions. Yeah, sure. But I think this is funny. It is. It's a funny little test, and I'm glad that I did it. That was a good idea, whoever suggested that. I like doing tests like that. I find them funny, especially getting answers to stuff. Like one of those MBTI tests. I think I already did. Yeah, I already did that before, so I don't think I need to do it again. Ferrari Backlash was funny. I didn't see that at all. I saw they made like an EV and people got mad about it. So yeah. The fuck is MBTI? It's like one of the most popular personality-driven tests about people's like personalities, like personality categories. IQ test clause? Yeah, maybe I could do one of those, right? Sure. I have to find a good one though. I don't know where the good IQ tests are. He's considering going to the next game. Oh my god. Dude. Really? Wow. That's bad. That's really bad. This is leverage at non-American, non-Western countries. All they care about, and like my outlook on this is, no, I'm not sure. Murderer, that's top group, that's 20% of the population. Hey, chat. Room by themselves. What an incredible video.
Correlates with crime. Will commit the most crime overall, despite not facing the scope of marginalization that black
homicide's a lot worse. Like, I don't vote for
genetic or inherent.
They drank the Kool-Aid, they complete, and it's annoying, but it's also very common. And they're too far gone. Yeah, I guess so. And let me go back. I gotta pull up a few more of these here too. And fuck off. The chance on new is great. More love, tolerance, and stability from Democrats. Oh my god. Let me go back and pull this up. War crimes are what the losers get charged with. I know you're right. All right, I'll watch the last 3 minutes of this video. The final 3 minutes. I haven't seen this. This literally came out 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago.
Yeah, literally still the most arrests on this list. It changes nothing.
Wait, what?
The arrested was grouped with the white cohort and subtract 1.1 million from 4.7 million. That leaves us with 3.6 million. Literally still the most arrests on this list. It changes.
Is this Birdman not understanding per capita again? I think it might be Birdman not understanding per capita.
Nothing. And that's assuming all 1 million Latinos were classified as white on this data. And that's ignoring that there are obviously black Latinos that were considered black due to their skin color. White people are still out in front. Cope. Harder. Are you bored? Looking for something new? At least black people have the excuse of being treated like shit. What's yours? And don't give me the excuse that you're the majority in this country, so you shouldn't be leading crime. Japan and Korea are nearly homogenous, and those people still commit significantly less crime than white Americans. Why can't you be more like Asians?
I think in some regards we should. I think that there can be levels of aggression that we shouldn't have. I think there are things that, for example, the Japanese or the Chinese do that are better. Like, yeah, it's true. Definitely. It's not that crazy.
Oh, no. You're not getting off that easy. The question is it genetic? Is there something wrong with white people that, despite all the riches and advantages they have, they are still committing the most crime in the country? It's like, I know what I said is true.
Why are white people committing more crime than Asians? It's because there's more white people. See, oh my god. It's obviously what happens. I mean, like, what are we doing? It's insane. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. This guy's baiting? I guess so. Bird brain? Yes, it's unreal. I don't even know what to say. He just said something very racist. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't actually care about that. He doesn't either.
I only communicate data. My question was based on your ideology, that these things are apparently genetic or inherent to the racial categories. So, why is it then that white people commit the most crime in this country when Asians, who outnumber them in places like China, don't commit crime at nearly the same rates or in absolute numbers?
Why does China have a lower crime rate than America? I mean, yeah, guys, I really wonder. That's a really, really tough call. I don't think anybody has the answer for that. I don't. Wow, it's a really big mystery. It's a different, yeah. Number one, so why is this happening? Number one, America has guns. Guns definitely increase crime. I think you should be able to have guns, but guns absolutely increase crime. Number two, very clearly, it's a different culture. If you have a culture that is much more homogenous, everybody is the same, and there's a lot more government oversight and punishments are way harsher, then you're going to have less crime. Like, duh, obviously.
What's the
and also there's different laws.
Nation?
This is the data. U.S. non-Hispanic white is 2.8, black is 21. That's a crazy rate. Literally 10x almost.
So what about this? No answer for white people then?
Okay, so like, if he wants to, like, so he's trying to get me to say, this is what his goal is. He's trying to push the narrative that somehow white people have a genetic disposition to going out and being violent. Buddy. Who the fuck colonized the world? Who the fuck went out on some rinky-dink fucking boat that thought they were gonna sail off the other side of the ocean, and they went to an entire different continent and fucking attacked everybody? So if you actually want to press me on this, and you want me to say that I think there's a possibility that white people could be more violent, I would tell you yes. I would say you can look at 1,000 years of colonialism. You can look at Europeans killing Europeans, Vikings going out there for the love of the game, fucking freezing their ass off on the North Sea just so they can raid a monastery and steal a little bit more gold that they're not even gonna use. Like, yeah, absolutely, I could say that. Yeah, so you want me to actually, like, you're gonna really press me on this? You're gonna really say, like, well, why is it that this is happening? I think that you can look at 1,000 years. Who the fuck else? By the way, I know some other cultures did this, but can we be honest and say that it's overwhelmingly white people? Who the fuck builds a boat with 1,000,000 guns, 1,000,000 swords, all the cannons in the world, and infinity gunpowder, and says wherever we're gonna land, they're gonna be Christians after this, and we're gonna run this shit? You know who does that? White people do that, and we've been doing it for 1,000 fucking years. So you wanna press me on this? You wanna really say, oh, well, are you sure it's not racial? No, I'm not sure. Johnny, I do a little bit of. Not like we do. Not like we did. And so, like, I'm not, yeah, this is not it. So I'm not trying to go into all the troll. I mean, it's a fact, right? I mean, it's a fact. You gotta look and think about it. Don't remember Rome? Yeah, you remember Rome? That was a lot. Alexander the Great, remember him? Yeah. And, you know, Chinese, I mean, I don't want to offend them. Mongolian. Fucking Genghis Khan. All right. Y'all had a few, but, like, you gotta admit that I really think that in terms of worldwide fucking, just brutal conquest, I mean, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, that's really, and it didn't just start last year. Like, this has been going on for a lot. Like, you know, the thing is that even World War I, we're killing each other. It's just the way it is. Europeans are nothing on African tribal warfare, Asian total genocide. Yeah, but here's the difference, though, right? It's like we didn't do that to each other. We go get a vote, we go get somebody else. So no, you want to make this argument? You want to really press me on this? Okay, there you go. There's your answer. How do you think Russia got so big? I mean, Russia is really big. You're right. Russia's really big.
Notice how my data directly came from the FBI and was about all crime, whereas these people specifically talk about homicide.
Well, yeah, of course, because homicide's a lot worse. Like, I don't vote crime. Like, so crime isn't the same with everything. Like, for example, like somebody's a child molester, that's obviously worse than if somebody stole a PS5, right? Somebody is like a murderer, that's obviously worse than if somebody is convicted of manslaughter, generally, right? And so, because of intent, like first degree versus third degree, like there's definitely a tier system of crimes. So whenever you look at, and also here's another reason why we're looking at homicides. So the reason why we look at homicides is because those are the crimes that are the most perverse and the worst. So the probability of it just being a misunderstanding, or the probability of it just being like traffic tickets, for example, I think it's much easier to explain racial discrepancies with traffic tickets by racism versus like homicides, because one of them is like infinitely like worse than the other. So that's the reason why.
That's the only crime. And they're once again not showing us the source for this image, so it's a dubious credibility in the beginning. They're also doing a tired per capita thing, which is irrelevant to this discourse, which I will remind you was, white people commit the most crime overall, despite not facing the scope of marginalization that black people have and continue to face.
Well, I bet black people commit way more crime in Africa because there's way more black people. Like, I don't think anybody would ever disagree with that. Like, bottom of the page, this source is literally cited in the table from the CDC. What is this here? Can I find it? U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Centers for Disease Control, October 20th, 2023. Okay, so it's literally right there. All right, well, there we go. So there's the source. We have the source. This guy, yeah. And also per capita matters more than anything else. Because like if you have one group that is, you know, let's say 80% of the population, and the other group that's 20% of the population, and they have the same crime rates, well, obviously there's a really big difference there between how often it's happening. Like, I mean, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Duh. You read the table again just to show it? Let me see. Investigation outcomes. So yeah, firearm homicide annual rates by counts by race and ethnicity. So let's see here. A and AI. What is AI? Oh, A and PI is Asian or Pacific Islander. AI is American Indian or Alaskan Native. So that's right here. 6.4. Black is obviously here. And NH is non-Hispanic. So 20. So it's 1.6 versus 20. And Asian is 1.0. And Hispanic is 3.8. So there you go.
Already discussed black people. Poverty correlates with crime. The whole hour and a half video on that. We're talking about white people now, and you're trying to deflect and do a whataboutism. That you're avoiding that topic should concern the neutral third party. Anyway, that's the end of this video.
Yeah, I think you could easily say that white people are violent. Yeah, sure. I've got a whole history of like fucking 1,000 years being violent. Sure. Yeah. Like, who the fuck else sails all the way around the world, colonizes everything, kills everybody? Yeah, I mean, like, that was easy. I mean, I feel like what? I feel like most people would say that, like, yeah.
Pathetic attempt at a rebuttal. More coping, more relying on the chat for his talking points. No actual sources, no evidence, no nothing. No sources. It is an absolute joke. This guy has the reach he does because he says nothing of value.
He's mad because people watch the video. That's sad.
All you're going to do is parrot what someone in the chat says, give them that platform, and stand aside, you dirty ass bum.
So are you getting mad at my chat? That's my job. How are you getting mad at my chat?
Recognize this, Zach. I can do this all day.
We know. Everybody knows.
You think you're farming me, but actually, I'm farming you.
Good. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. I love it. Wow. I mean, does it get better than that, guys? I don't know if it ever does. Jesus. He's that guy. Wow. What an incredible video. And what a special, incredible person. And I activated my trap card. I guess so. Pro-Europeans didn't kill those people. They just got converted to a different way. Yeah, they got converted. Yeah, they got converted to forces, right? Of course. And a lot of examples of this. And this is what is this? Constantly advocating for political violence and sedition against the United States. Uh-oh. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch it. Why not?
property owners who have properties there. Two should not rent at all. Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist blood, dude. Left wingers, liberals, you need to be fucking showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and laying their intestines just right on stage. What the fuck is this shit, man? Slice them up. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Okay, you gotta stick like the ACP guys on. Okay, that's it. You gotta get one of those like Hazal Dink type motherfuckers that just like eat his ass alive. Hazal Dink. You might know those guys. I mean, you gotta get your Terry buddies right. You might know them. You know? Are you okay? Laughing at me.
Holy shit, dude. Shit's not getting old. Oh my god. Fuck, what am I hearing?
Still good.
Yeah. Son of a-
Yo, there's still bangs, dude. Yo,
Maybe he was laughing at her being shot because it was a woman. Maybe that's the reason why. I think that could be it.
funniest son of was assassinated.
Wait, dude, I felt so bad for Nick for this. I'll zoom in so you guys can see this was so bad. He's a good person. I mean, the thing is that you want to know the real truth. I think that he would never act this way in real life at all with people that dislike him. I think that he, the same as Frogan, and the same as a lot of people on the internet, this is going to be a hot take. I don't think that they even believe this violence or this level of like aggression is like actually a good thing. I think they just sit in their dark room by themselves, or they sit in their room by themselves, and they just get gassed up by their chat, and they just get more and more emotionally elevated, and then they just say crazy stuff. I think that's actually what happens. Like, I don't even think they believe half this shit. I think they just crash out because they're you know, they're getting gassed up. I keep going, I keep going, I keep going. I'm not saying it's okay to say it, right? I'm just saying like, so I think it's happening.
What do you say? Hassan Nasrallah. Who's that? He's the leader of Hezbollah, general secretary of Hezbollah.
He's dead now, by the way. He's dead. Israel packed him up.
Never know. I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say. What?
Hezbollah's terrorist group, by the way. It's a terrorist group.
But remember how it goes. Yeah, but you understand this is a deterrence, right? So like their goal is to film it
It's a deterrence.
and show the world. So like other companies literally are like, okay, we're not gonna use the trade anymore. All of a sudden, you don't use the trade to get more expensive to the West. Lying is.
I don't understand how like, I don't even understand that logic. Like if I saw that was what was happening, and people kept like, trying to like invade the boats, I just get like more like countermeasures. Like I just get like a rocket launcher or something and just blow up the boat. Like that's what I would do. Like I feel like that's not the way I would approach it personally.
Even more OP than it's ever been.
Also, tweeted a picture of the same 3D printed gun that was used to assassinate the former Japanese prime minister. Hey, did this tweet the United States Senate?
Want to see the musical here? These were the people that Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these.
I think it was so cringe for him to do this to Nick because Nick doesn't know anything really and doesn't really care that much about politics, or at least I know he didn't. And like, why are you trying to like get people to like go along with your terrorism propaganda when they don't even know what they're doing in order to create like false consensus? This is an accepted type of viewpoint. Try to manipulate and lie propaganda. So basically, put like terrorist propaganda on. So basically, put terrorist propaganda on leaves.
This is a 3-minute video of. What do you mean a music video?
No. They do like
What is
they do
this?
musicals. They're very musical people.
Are
No,
you being serious?
By the way, this sign right here, I think it's either this one or that one. It says a curse on the Jew. This is the Houthi message.
Dog, what do you look? You think I made
This isn't I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shoot. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their actions all the time.
They do musics about their actions. Well, what are their actions? Kidnapping innocent people and blowing up.
always like march on it.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother.
Not good. A Houthi
You mean
rebel.
Go away! Why do you know what One Piece is? Go away! Sick. Yes, that's fire. That's so fire. Oh my god, we think Houthi is doing what we do. You look at the situation really. You look at what the local government is and who the Western forces are. Never mind Western forces. That's the principle of the technology. We're actually smart.
See?
Well, it's a Americans are not allowed to. I'm saying flag. Hezbollah. Look it up. I'm not
Oh, God, oh, no.
Same reason why. Please just fucking go.
Man.
Jesus Christ, he's such a baby.
Man.
So in their red capitalist blood, dude. You shanty motherfuckers and laying their testicles right on stage.
Really, really, really bad. Extremely fucking bad. So I don't know what to say. I mean, like, it's crazy how many of those clips there are, where it's just like the blatant, obvious, playing out false violence. Oh my god. I'll look at one more about this and then I want to move on because there's been a lot more about this. And there's this. Let me go. There should be jail for context. And you see, there's a post about me. So there's a post about me, and this is, in my opinion, I think that this was misleading. No, not this. We don't care. Playing magic. When
You know, our administration and for decades. Somehow every fact about this isn't
I told
proper what she looks like. Or potentially being OJ. The Democrat only went down.
Not good. Okay. All right, we'll one more about this topic, and then I'm going to listen to this. Okay.
For those who don't know, Hassan Piker is a far-left, progressive, democratic socialist. For those who don't know, Hassan Piker is a far-left, progressive, democratic socialist. He is the nephew of Chen Huber, founder of the Young Turks. He is an advocate for many DSA members, progressive members of the Democratic Party. And he's probably one of the biggest political streamers in the country, and he's on Twitch. He's advocated for violence against people like Rick Scott, against Charlie Kirk, against Trump, against other people. So now he's under investigation by the Treasury Department by the DOJ because he went to an allegedly stayed at some sanctioned hotel. They say that he violated U.S. sanctions against Cuba even just by staying there or potentially being there. Now, I saw a number of people say, or seem maybe to imply, that because Hassan Piker has criticized Israel in the past, that he is some kind of ally of ours. People are saying that.
Thank God. People are realizing this. Thank God. Oh, yes, exactly.
That because he has criticized Netanyahu and the war in Gaza and Israel at some point in time, that this investigation into him was brought down by the Jews. It was brought down by the Zionist and Trump administration, and that's why we have to be sympathetic. So, for example, I saw Stego and I saw a number of other people say, well, even though we don't like Hassan Piker, and even though he doesn't like us, and even though he's an ideological enemy, they say we should not cheer on his persecution because it sets a precedent. They say this is dystopian, this sets a precedent, that if we allow the Trump administration to crack down on Hassan Piker, then they will do the same to other Israel critical voices.
Right.
So there's a sense of camaraderie, there's a sense of unity. We're all in it together. He's Israel critical, he's under attack, he's under attack. And so something like an attack on one is, in theory, on one timeline, an attack on all of us. Further, people say that even though he's a left-wing streamer, they say in reality, whether you criticize Israel from the right or whether you criticize Israel from the left, this is an artificial divide. It's a fake spectrum, it's a horseshoe. Whereas we think we are on two sides, opposite sides of the right and left spectrum, in reality we are on the same side of a vertical spectrum. So on a horizontal
I'm so glad this ideology is getting called out. It's such complete subversive bullshit. It is. It's so subversive. It's so manipulative. It's so stupid. And thank God Nick is finally seeing this.
we might be all the way over on the right, we might be all the way over on the left. There's another dimension that on a vertical spectrum of being against Israel and supporting Israel, we are on the same wavelength. We are on the same quadrant or side of that axis. These are some of the things that people are saying. I would like to address this idea in general because to me this is the biggest. This is the biggest, most relevant idea when it comes to Hassan Piker and persecution against him. I would like to point out for everybody watching right now, by the way, that the precedent has already been set for all of this. You want to talk about censorship, debanking, hate speech legislation, weaponization of the DOJ. You think going after Hassan Piker sets the precedent? This is the precedent. This has
Exactly. Don't worry about them doing it to you because they're going to do it anyway. They didn't need a precedent to implement complete martial law during COVID. They didn't need to do that.
been the precedent. By the way, this has been the precedent for decades.
Yep.
And who set the precedent? Because I seem to recall that it is and always has been the far left that has been advocating for far right anti-Semites, critics of Israel, fascists, national socialists, to be debanked, censored, jailed, the rest of it. Look at the experience of me and this show. Think about Hassan Piker.
They have his back? Of course not. It's because they want you to think that you're on the same side because it's advantageous for them, but they're not on your side. They just want you to agree with them and help them so it looks like they're more sympathetic. That's it.
Here for a moment. He is on Twitch right now. Twitch is owned by Amazon. He's on Twitter with a verified account. He's on Instagram with a verified account. He is on TikTok. He is on YouTube. He is on Spotify. He is on all these services. He has made millions of dollars over the years. He has never, as far as I know, up until this point, been subpoenaed. He's never lost access to a big tech platform or a big tech service like PayPal, Stripe, or Uber. Never lost access to social platforms like YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. In the meantime, literally everybody on the right has had all of that happen to them.
Exactly. Yeah. This is something they've been doing for literally years. Well, it's obvious, right? And the only reason they want you to think that you're on their side is because of Israel. They don't hate Israel. A lot of the left-wing people don't hate Israel for any other reason than Israel is a projection of Western power in the Middle East. That's the real reason they hate it. They hate it because it's full of
and its projection of Western power. That's the reason. It's not because of the US's liberty. It's not because of two. The platforms for all this, not doing something negative about it. But to me, I view my role as being a more mainstream ally towards this stuff without necessarily spearheading any sort of like real controversial change, because I can't really do that. It would compromise my position. That's the reason I'm funnel. Yeah, I kind of do that. Yeah, I funnel. In a way. So that's the reason why I do most things I do are like there's reasoning behind them. And there are people over there because they were concerned about the robbery dealing monuments. Yeah. You know what happened to those people? Those people were doxxed. They were harassed at their homes. Their families were harassed at their homes. They lost their jobs. They lost their Twitter accounts. They lost their bank accounts. They were charged 5 years later under the Biden administration under the Ku Klux Klan statute in Virginia. The groups that organized were sued by the far-left SPLC. So let me ask you this. When all those far-right people that went to that rally, when the government was being weaponized against them, when the big tech billionaires were cracking down on them, when the far-left activist organizations with $700 million in offshore bank accounts in Virginia Islands, when they were suing those people, where was Ted Huber? Where was Hassan Piker? They were cheering it on because they agreed with it. The only reason they wanted to be their ally for what they perceive as political persecution is because it's advantageous for them. They're preying on your principles so they can take advantage of them and then use their principles to subvert yours. That's exactly what it is. Where was the far left? Where was this ecumenical far-left, far-right unity back then? Did Hassan Piker pick up the phone and call his DSA allies and right-wing watch and SPLC and tell them to all one struggle against Israel? Absolutely fucking not. And I'm glad to see this. I'm very glad to see more people like Nick realizing that the only reason why they care about this stuff and why they're saying that is so they can manipulate people based off of their principles. That's exactly what they do. Rules for David, not for me. Exactly. I tried to say it. And also take a look at this, by the way. Top Homeland Security official has directed ICE attorneys to aggressively pursue administrative fraud cases against immigration lawyers accused for filing false asylum claims. Going after immigration lawyers. Man. I just wish they do it. I am completely out of hopium, by the way. I am. Like, I see a comment like this and I'm happy to see it, but until I see these people actually get crucified, then I don't really have that much optimism around the topic. I'll be honest, I just don't. Maybe one day I will, but who knows. I saw the Twitch ambassadors thing. I gotta talk a little bit about the Twitch ambassadors situation. This is something, and by the way, there are people in this that I'm friendly with. I've known Canada for years. I got an announcement years ago. What is this here? Who else? I know Maya. What is this here besides this? I know some of these people, but I have to say, when Elon cut 80% of Twitch, or sorry, Twitter, and nothing changed about the product, these people would have been part of it. Making up this like, why do you need Twitch ambassadors? Why did you invent this program? You know what this program was invented by? It's invented by people that have fake jobs that contribute nothing to the actual end goal product of Twitch. These are people who are just basically siphoning money away from the company in order to make little vanity projects. And I like people for whatever various social goals they have. They're moochers, yeah. These people do not increase shareholder value. They do not improve the product experience. They do not change or improve the user experience. They're just simply creating a little activity for themselves to do so they can justify not being fired. That's what they think of it. And I feel like after I started thinking about this more, I think there's a lot more of these. It's marketing. It's not marketing. Nobody cares about this. Waste of time. It's a colossal waste of time. And so are you not an ambassador? I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, running this stuff is a waste of money. I don't know. I think it's a time ago. Because another person from Twitch is left the company, by the way. Twitch's head of global entertainment marketing announces departure from the company. Man. Oh boy, oh boy. That's a lot. So yeah, and this man, so hopefully it happens more. Vance considers abandoning 2028 presidential run. I wonder why Vance would not run for 2028. I wonder why.
Takes it on down or not. You are president. War. Use your words. And you want to listen to what you do not share values. Leave it alone.
I wonder if they're gonna go back to this. Just constantly starting wars, blowing everything up. The thing is that if we're gonna do this though, we have to get more of their stuff. Like if we're gonna start a war in some country in Africa, let's say, or some country in South America, we have to get their stuff. Because the problem last time was we didn't get enough of their stuff. And like it's not worth it, right? More oil, more materials. So that's it. Yeah, it's like, okay, you want to do colonialism, you want to do expansionism, you want to do American imperialism, great. But we need stuff to fuel the imperial army, okay? Like we can't just go over there just for fun. Alright, where's the business? Yeah, exactly. And Cypher and Flair, yes, maybe no wrong step. We'll see what happens, right? But let's see here if I can find out. There's probably one more of this. By the way, the most insane dating app of all time. Man. That's awesome. That's why you banned, but and in his case, and took it. And he was inside the bill camp. Just yeah. And check him stash too. Is this true? Like, I need to figure out if he did this. I will probably have to do something about it. Be positive about your body if you're fat. I'll give you the so long. Hot take nerd advice.
One of my married friends told me that when you get married, you're
oh well, and drive the meat is
Oh, fuck. Watch her. Full box. Oh. Fuck, dude. Can't help. And I'm under pressure, bro. Oh my. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. Just one more time. I'm done. Just don't wanna. 7. One. Boom. My hands were just. The fuck was that? My hands were.
This can happen. If they literally, on the autopsy, are writing that this is the cause of death, do you not believe that eventually this would have been the cause of death? Coach Greg, in today's video, we're going to be going over the death report for bodybuilder Gabriel Ganji from Brazil, who recently passed away. Of course, many people have speculated, people saying it was the use of insulin, others saying performance-enhancing drugs, but what actually was the cause? Well, wait till you see what the report actually says. The death certificate of bodybuilder Gabriel Ganji, 22, found dead on Saturday, indicates that he died suddenly due to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And so, simply put, this is a heart disease where the heart muscle becomes abnormally thick and it gets aggravated or made worse by using
But come on everywhere, dude. Boom.